fantasy football ends in week 16 or week 17 because everybody knows that nobody's playing for anything
Yeah.
in those final 2 weeks. And I draw the parallel to college football when it was a 14 playoff. By the time you got to the second week in November, maybe even Halloween in some cases,
Mm-hmm.
people are going to these games that don't mean a thing other than
Right.
for 5 or 6 schools across the country. You expand it to 12. All of a sudden, you have 20 or so teams that are in the mix playing meaningful football, not watching their quarterback hop in the transfer portal. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just
Right.
feels like the NFL had the chance to make the end of their regular season more meaningful. The games matter just a little bit more. And the playoffs, home game versus non-home game, to me, if you won the division on a flimsy record, you can have what happened to you with Tampa Bay last year, where Jaden Daniels goes in and beats you on a doinked in field goal. That could have happened in Washington just as easily.
Yeah, and one thing about this, because I tend to be old school, this is a remnant a little bit. In the old days, there used to be 5 teams in every division, which means you played 8 divisional games out of 16. So the division games represent half of your schedule. Now there's 4 teams in a division, and it's been that way for years. But so that's 6 divisional games out of 17. So it's getting to be a smaller and smaller percentage. So like part of my brain is like, well, you won the NFC East. That means you had 2 games against the Cowboys, 2 games against Washington, 2 games against the Giants, 2 games against the Cardinals, whatever. This really demonstrates half of your schedule was spent doing this, so this is an accomplishment that deserves this much of a reward. If it's only 6 games out of 17, there is something to be said for, well, yeah, you finish in first place, you get your automatic bid. Automatic bids in college basketball doesn't mean you get a home game